Watch me, just follow every move. Touch me, let me know you wanted to.
Okay, let's talk about this whole 1,000 subscriber, 4,000 hour thing. Now the 4,000 hours, that's just people viewing your videos, making decent content that people want to watch. It's probably not that difficult. Well, for some it is, I guess. I guess if you're just starting, it's probably incredibly difficult. The 1,000 subscribers, on the other hand, that's a whole different thing. That's a completely separate problem. A problem that to some extent is completely out of your hands. You can't force people to subscribe. All you can do is ask. And should you? And yes, you should ask. And why should you ask? Because some people just need to be prompted. And it's probably not a bad thing to prompt people. I ask in a couple of ways. I pop that little guy up, that waves the little thing which says subscribe. Sometimes I just ask, please hit that subscribe button. And at those, to get people to go, yeah, I should click that, shouldn't I? Because if you don't, it's probably not going to happen. There's probably no way that people are going to subscribe, because why should they? See, here's the whole thing. You've got to offer people a reason to click that button. Now, YouTube will tell you that you need to make consistent content and upload on a regular basis. Here's one thing that could go against that. If you are regular, for instance, I was always every Friday. I've recently changed that to Saturday because it's a little bit easier for me. If you're a regular viewer, you know that every Saturday I'm going to have a video out. So why do you need to subscribe? You know it's going to be there. It's probably when you're irregular that people are more likely to subscribe, because they don't know when it's coming and they want to find out. It's a bit of a catch-22. The other reason that people will subscribe is purely to support you. So you need them to feel as a part of the family. And that's something I try to do. I try and answer. Every time someone posts a comment, I try and answer it. Naturally, I miss some because some slip through the net. You know, they come at, well, you know, normal times of the hour to them, but silly times of the hour to me, and they get missed. But that's always going to happen. The question is, how do you get 1,000 people to want to come back? Well, no, it's not even that. How do you get 1,000 people to support you in what you're doing? Now, just think about your life outside YouTube. Do you have 1,000 people in your workplace supporting your work? Probably not. Or your school life? Well, school could be different because there could be over 1,000 people depending where you're going to school. But you know, I work in a small business where there's like 6 or 7 people. That's it. I'm not going to get 1,000 subscribers from that. I'm not going to get, I don't know 1,000 people. I don't have 1,000 friends. So I have to rely on total strangers liking the stuff that I make. And that is incredibly hard. But it is incredibly humbling to know that there are total strangers out there who like what I do. Now, this whole 1,000 subscriber thing, I was trying to think of different ways to get there. One of the ways I thought was to approach some of the larger channels that I like, creators that I respect, to give me a shout out. And that was probably 100% the wrong thing to do. Because why should they? They don't know me. You know, these are people with, you know, 10,000, 100,000, hundreds of thousands, close to 1 million subscribers. And here I am, one guy with a few hundred, saying, hey, I like your stuff, can I have a shout out? A couple, I got an answer back from a couple. One was, well, you know, there was no one to give me a shout out when I started, and that's 100% correct. Another one was probably a little inaccurate, so I won't go into that. But it made me think, they're absolutely right. The people that I should be asking for shout outs are the people who are coming up with me. And there are quite a lot. There are quite a lot of people that are, channels are growing basically at the same rate as mine. May have started before, may have started after, but we're all around the same kind of level. And to me, they're probably the ones that in the future, as we all grow together, are going to be the ones who help me out. I know there are quite a few that may or may not get to that 1,000 mark. I'm going to put a list down there in the description of those channels that need your support to get to the 1,000. So if you're a viewer of my channel, well, if you're a subscriber of my channel and you're not of theirs, take a look. If you like their stuff, hit the button. They'll appreciate it just as much as I. We've got to work together, the small channels on this thing. It's not going to go away. If we don't make it in the 30 days, which I'm really on the fence about whether or not I'm going to make it at the moment, it's still got to happen. To get to where you got to be, you've got to break that 1,000 mark. So even beyond the 30 days, I'm still going to be hoping that I can get to that 1,000 subscribers. So like I say, hop in the description down below, look at those channels. If you like what you see, help them out. They need the help too, not just me. And don't forget to share this video. Sharing is caring. That's what my kids always say. Share the hell out of it. Share it on your Facebook. The bike. Now, if you like what you've seen, over there is a subscribe button. Down there is a Patreon button. And down there is another video for you to watch. So click one of those. Woohoo!